Ooh. Oh yes.
Alright, so after recording Christ Arose, I discovered that I need better pickups in my Les Paul. So I went online and I looked up some stuff, and one of the YouTubers that I follow, Rebea, he uses some called bare knuckles. And I got to checking out what they got, and I found a really high gain bare knuckle set. They're called Brute Force. So that's what I got right here. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I've never seen a UPS box in a Ziploc bag before. First time for everything, I guess. This is certainly in there. Here we go. Alright. Alright, so it's a pretty cool looking box. It says bare knuckle, own your tone. Don't know how well you can see that. Go ahead and open this. Oh look, they even give me a pick. Bare knuckle, own your tone. Boot camp pickups. So that's pretty cool. Spend $250 and get a bonus pick. Alright, there's just a little guide to show me how to wire them up. And just a little piece of paper. And here, now these are a calibrated set as well. So, really nicely packaged safely. So, yeah, here they are. So those are going to go in my Les Paul. Now I opted just to get the plain Jane black. I could have got a cover for them, but my Les Paul is the goth version, so it's all black already. And they actually look really similar to what's currently in it. So maybe a little shinier. So, alright, I am going to go ahead and install them. Now also, I will have some audio demonstrations. I'm going to have some recordings of me playing just some crunching stuff with a rectifier amp that I have on my my Reaper software, DAW software. Then I'll do some clean stuff with just a straight channel straight into the Reaper. So I'll have a before, do the neck, both, and bridge pickups, and then I'll have an after with the bare knuckles. For strings, I'm going to reuse the same exact strings. That way the string doesn't change the sound. The pick I'm using is a Dragon's Heart hardened pick, and my strings are 12 gauge. So without further ado, it's time to put some pickups in.
And this is what came out. It won't focus, but that's the other one. Yeah, won't focus. And this is what's going in. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, so I have a problem. I put this bezel over this. These are a little bit smaller than what came off. So I was thinking that might be an issue with the bracket to get the screws go through. But what's more is that hole is too small for the screws that came out of the other ones. And these do not come with new hardware. So I get to adapt. Yay!
Alright, so I had a few issues with these pickups. These pickups are actually a bit narrower than the other ones. Not by much, but just a little bit, so you can actually kind of see more along the sides of them. I'm not exactly pleased with that. Also, the adjustment holes in them are too small for the screws that I had with this guitar. Now I was thinking perhaps I just got the wrong set of pickups, but I got the ones for this guitar. So I don't know if in the UK they do things differently. A standard Les Paul Goth Epiphone version is slightly different. It might be metric, this might be standard. I don't know, but I had to rig it. I had to drill the holes out a little bit bigger and use the actual clips from my old pickups, which now I can't use because I broke the clips off. But I rigged it to where they do work. I can adjust them. Not extremely easy, not as easily as I should be able to, but I can adjust them. I got everything on, hooked it all up, restringed it. Everything worked. It was great. And then I realized that this was extremely loud. The neck pickup was extremely loud. And the bridge pickup was really quiet. And this is a calibrated set, which means they are designed to be in a specific location. So what I did was I put the neck pickup in the bridge and put the bridge in the neck. There is absolutely no way of telling which one's which. There's no labeling, no stamping, nothing. So, you know, if Bare Knuckles ever watches this video, please do something when you have a calibrated set to signify which one's bridge and which one is the neck. Because I had to take strings off, unsolder everything, redo the whole entire thing to get it right. Something else weird that I noticed, when I'm in my middle using them both, I have to have both volumes at least slightly on in order to have sound out of both pickups. The set that came in didn't have to. You can have the neck pickup cut completely off and it will still just pick up from this one. With this one, you have to have it at least up to about 2 or 3 for it to come through correctly. I know for a fact I soldered everything correctly. I looked up the diagrams. I'm very confident in soldering, so I didn't screw anything up. I don't think it's a defect with them, but I'm just not 100% sure why it does that. Now, something that surprised me as I was comparing them, these pickups aren't very much louder at all. I did actual tests, like a benchmark on an audio statistics test in Reaper for each pickup position, for each style and everything. And I have the results, and we're looking at maybe -1 difference in loudness. These are louder, but not nearly as much as I thought they were, considering they were supposed to be really high gain pickups. Now, what I did notice though, they are extremely clear. They don't sound louder, but they sound clearer. They sound in a way more louder, but without the loudness, if that makes any sense. Now something else that I didn't catch really was when I was doing the lead guitar riff on the old pickup set. There's a lot of noise in between me playing. I actually had to put an envelope on Reaper to cut that noise out in between the different selections. With these, I didn't have to. It was completely silent. So noise-free, sounded really good. Now, as a bonus, you know, everything that you're going to hear or have heard on the examples is going to be done through Reaper. As I said already, all the distortion ones, I just recorded a clean channel into Reaper and put a rectifier, Mesa Boogie rectifier amp on it through the DAW. And for the clean sounds, it was just straight up clean input going into this Zinx Q502 USB by Behringer. This is my little audio recording interface that I use. So it has a preamp, but I did not change the settings for the different pickups whatsoever. Now what I noticed is when I was playing back, filming me playing them, I actually did use my amp. I have a cheap PV Rage 158 amp. And it is not the best sounding amp in the world. However, when I started playing the new pickups through it, it was night and day. So, you know, when you're going through a DAW using really good amps and such, you don't notice much of a difference as far as loudness goes. You do notice a good difference in clarity. But when you're playing through a really cheap amp, wow. The loudness is definitely a little bit more. There's definitely a little bit more loudness. And the clarity is just phenomenal. It's just so much wider of a sound. And so I really like it. I look forward to playing on them. My next song that I record, Holy, 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 is going to be a rock version like Christ the Rose was. And it's going to be recorded solely on this guitar. So let me know what you think of the difference in sound from this guitar with these pickups from Christ the Rose. That's all I got. Be blessed.